Hi guys, we are Team Chinchilla, and we would like to introduce you to our app, PatchUp. First off, we have our table of contents. This includes our introduction, the problem, the strategy, our solution, and lastly, our summary. Our team is Thor, Talia, Liam, and Kate. Let's look at the problem that we aim to fix. Millions of users of all kinds of digital softwares encounter errors and bugs that they may not know how to fix, causing a waste of time, energy, and morale that they can instead be putting into their work or everyday life. These include corrupted files, viruses, and system crashes. We aim to fix that. Let's meet Ethan. Ethan is one of our users, and he's a college student that frequently uses design softwares to complete coursework. Ethan uses Adobe, Figma, and Microsoft in his everyday life, and he has limited time to research troubleshooting methods. He has a restricted budget when it comes to finding solutions, and he's also just nervous about losing his coursework due to any crashes. Now let's look at some research and insights from other users that we found through surveys and primary research. 65% of users deal with some sort of technical issues on a weekly or monthly basis. 66% of users do not currently use or own a software that can help them whenever a new technical issue arises. Only 16% of users are confident in their abilities to solve these problems themselves. Only 9% of users utilize a third-party software for troubleshooting multiple programs on their desktops. 55% of users have experienced the loss or corruption of files on their devices without being able to retrieve them. And we found that the average confidence level in answers found on Google is only around 40%. Now let's look at some insights from users that we interviewed. Adobe apps crashed on my Mac and it doesn't explain why. Another one said, I prefer to fix issues by myself with online help because nobody around me knows. And lastly, I'm generally more confident in AI than a classmate or friend when asking for tech tips. We wanted to create an app to fix this. Now let's look at the target audience that we had in mind when creating our app. High school and college students that need computers and digital softwares for daily coursework. Like Ethan. People in the workforce that use softwares as part of their careers, especially creatives. And lastly, Gen X and baby boomers that may not be as tech savvy as their younger counterparts. Let's look at the four major softwares that take up this market and also just are the most used creative softwares. We have Adobe, Apple, Microsoft, and Figma. Let's look at the user base for all of these. Adobe has around 37 million, Apple over 1 billion, Microsoft around 321 million, and Figma at around 10 million, coming in at a total of approximately 1.6368 billion. Now this also includes Ethan, as well as me and anyone else in college, high school, or even working class and careers. Now these softwares are good, they can be helpful, but they all lack affordability, platform flexibility, and reliable answers. Now, an app that fixes all these issues should have phone to computer scanning, preventative tips for future issues, data recovery, and app support. Whereas it would be nice to have community boards, device sorting, and issue history. Now, as a team and as a company, we want to create an app that alleviates the technical support process in a way that is affordable, fast, and convenient for all users of all ages and backgrounds. Introducing our app, PatchUp. Let's look at the brand identity for PatchUp. We decided to create a wordmark logo that utilizes both a pixelated typeface along with a more modern sans serif typeface. When you open the app and you go into the home screen, you see a navy backdrop with green buttons, green accents, and headers. The color green is really used to invoke the imagery of classic retro tech movies and movies that include hacking sequences where a character is hacking into a mainframe. And on the screen is the color green and these really simplistic interfaces. We wanted to invoke that same image while also staying modern and sophisticated with backgrounds, pixelated icons, and lots of hard angles and corners on buttons and menu screens. We use the color green all throughout the app in our branding, in our landing pages, our components, because we want to invoke the feeling of success, of restoration. We want the user to feel as if they're in one of those movies and they hacked into a mainframe and see this access granted screen where they did something successfully and the color green is bestowed upon them. We want to invoke that same feeling while also staying modern. Now let's look at some screens. We have our splash screen, our create account screen. This is where someone such as Ethan or any user would enter their name, email, and password to create an account very easily and very fast. They would then select a plan. Ethan, for instance, would use the student plan, where he will then stay under budget and still get the same easy results and tools that anyone else could use. And as a company, we aim to make a profit through not only advertising, but through our plans, where we would get $3.99 a month for students and $10.99 a month for professionals. We also have a free option, which has ads, and we would generate revenue off those ads. We also have a profile screen and a home screen. Now, for a closer look at all of these screens and the app as a whole, let's look at a walkthrough video of PatchUp.
Now I'm going to show you how our app works. First, open PatchUp and go to the login page. You will see 4 options. I choose to sign up with email. Next is the plan selection page. Here, you can choose between the student plan and the professional plan. Since we're a student, I picked the student plan. Then you will need to fill in your student info to verify your identity. Just write your name, birth date, school email. Once it's confirmed, you will go to the payment page. Just choose your payment method. And after that, you will officially enter the app. On the home page, there are 2 sections. One shows other apps connected to PatchUp, and the other is the toolbar, where we have 4 tools to choose from. Before we getting into the tools. Let's check out the bottom navigation bar first. Here we have forums, profile, and settings. In forums, you can post questions about the problem you need to help with, and others will reply with solutions like that. So here's your questions and answer. Next is profile. In profile, you can view and edit your personal information. And next is settings. In settings, you can manage your account and finally log out when you are done. Now let's go back to the home page and open one of the tools. So I will choose the data recovery tool. Inside, there are two options, file recovery and file backup. Let's pick file recovery. So here need permissions. And then it start working. Once the scan is successful, click View Details first. So are the detail of the files in here? So just recover. So right now all the detail about your file is here. And then we just back to settings. And when you're done, you just log out.
Now let's look at the first of our two components, our landing page. When you open the website, you are taken to our hero image. This features our app icon, along with two buttons, one to open the App Store and one to open the Google Play Store. It also features our headline, which reads, Discover, Fix, Recover. This is what we want the average PatchUp user to experience when using our app. When you scroll down, you first see, what is PatchUp? This gives a description of what our app does. It also features a happy PatchUp user. Next up, we highlight our phone-to-computer scanning feature. This is our second component, which we will describe more in the next section of the video. Next, we highlight our plans and their prices with the intention of fitting in our users' budgets, especially Ethan, a college student. Grabbed straight from the App Store and the Google Play Store, we have user reviews and testimonials. These also include their 5-star ratings. We also have which major softwares our app is compatible with, including Adobe, Apple, and Microsoft 365. Next, we have a list of features that our app has and other competitors in our market don't have. And lastly, we have sign up to be notified. A user will type in their name, phone number, and email, and be sent emails featuring new features, new deals, and overall news about PatchUp. We also have our phone scanning component, where you would plug in your phone through a cord to your desktop, and it would find any corrupted files or folders on your desktop, and it would explain what they are on your phone on the app, and you can recover and save that data all through the app. Let's check back on Ethan. After using PatchUp, Ethan now recovered all of his lost files, learned the cause and solution for any similar issue he may face in the future. He gained peace of mind knowing that he'd be safe if any of his files ever got damaged or corrupted again. He found relief knowing that this kept him well within his tight budget as a student. And overall, he just felt complete protection and reassurance. Now, in summary, we researched the needs and wants of consumers in digital software spaces. We developed a plan to address those needs in an affordable and easy to use way. We applied the needs and wants from real people and created Patch-Up. And lastly, we developed an app that diagnoses and addresses issues found on major softwares and operating systems in an efficient manner. Thank you.